Hello and welcome back to On the Map Challenge Survival 4X. It is now February 1, Year 4. I was going to bring you back in March, but I've been busy in my away time. As you can see, we've got a lot of money. There's been some changes to the farm, and there's some more things I'd like to do before we hit March, and I thought I'd try and do it with you or show you what we're going to do. So let's jump in, let's go. So, quick heads up, this episode might be all over the shop because I know what I want to do. I don't know how I want to do it, if that makes sense. We've got some changes. There's going to be a lot of, oh, look what I've done, and moving on. As you can see, look what I've done. But we'll get to that bit in a second. So, there's just been a few changes on the farm. We now have our own fuel station. I've even put a little fence around it to protect it. Probably not a great deal of protection, but I thought, you know what, let's do that. Let's keep that safe, because I'm going to be coming in and smacking and crashing and doing stuff. During the winter months, we did get about a foot and mouth. I think it was foot and mouth we had anyway. One of our cows got it. One of our sheep got it. We sold them, the poor things. I will try and find the screenshot. I remember to screenshot the cow, and it was one of our Highlands. So one of our Highlands has gone, unfortunately, and one of the sheep have gone. In the shed, our big shed that we brought last time around, I have moved a lot of our goods in. Everything's stored quite nicely in here. Doing pretty well with that. I tell you what, this little Unimog has been absolutely brilliant. I have been ferrying around with this so much. Absolutely great. We'll probably get back out on it later as well. So, main additions on the farm so far are around the back. I have decided to add in a grain dryer to add in an extra step for our grains in hope that we will earn a bit more money. This is Cartek's grain dryer. Shout out to Cartek. I was going to get this in ages ago. I mean, the man was kind enough to send me this before it was released, and I just didn't get the time to even do a review on it, and I felt so bad, but I just didn't have the time. He understood. He knew us. He knew what life's about. So we've got our grain dryer. This runs off of methane or wood chip or diesel. Because I have been making a grotesque amount of money off my wood chips, I started to load some up in here. I'm not sure if this shows you what we're doing. So our controller's at the back. I'll probably have to put my triggers on eventually. Back here somewhere. It's a trigger. But we'll just come in here. I'll have to put them on. Yeah, so we already have it nearly full of wood chips. Nearly 500,000 litres of wood chips are in here. So I've been doing a lot of trips here as well as selling it. That's how much we are making at the minute. But we can bring in our barley, our corn, our oats, and our wheat. And I thought, since we've got 2 fields that aren't going to give us massive amounts, we'll bring it here, we'll dry it, and then we'll sell it, and we should get an increased rate. Because if we look, our barley at peak price, I think 673. Dry barley, we can get 2 peaks, and it'll be like 1416. Our lowest for barley will be at 660. So we can dry it and store it, and then we'll just get so much more money for it. It just makes sense. It just makes sense. So another step to our farm, a few more things to do. You drop the grains in this one, and I've been putting my wood chips in there. I've been assuming that's how it goes. And as you can see to the left, I have added in our little BGA. Now, it might sound stupid. I don't do a lot of BGA work, okay? I'm not always 100% on how these work. I've gone for Disturbed's BGA, and we've gone for the Concrete Cow version. Whether I've done right with this, whether I've done wrong with this, I'm not 100% certain. It's not a complicated mod. It's not a complicated thing. It's a BGA. You just put your stuff in and stuff comes out. I've watched his tutorial of his mod twice. Still not sure which one I wanted. So I've gone for Concrete Cow. Because I think this is supposed to be the quote-unquote realistic one. Okay, you feed it like a cow. So it'll take all of our excess goods, which I'm hoping we can put some slurry in here, really. Or silage, sorry, put our silage in here. And then we can get ourselves some digestate to spread. But we can put slurry in, we can put straw in, because we get a lot of straw, so we can put straw in. We might do some sugar beets just to feed in here. There is another version that takes cut sugar beet. This one doesn't. I'm not 100% certain why. I'm sure he explained and it just went over my head. But with this one, we can also sell the electric charge, sell the methane, and just store the digestate. And I think we can also distribute it and send it anywhere it needs to go. So the methane, we might be able to distribute the methane to go straight to our grain dryer. This is what I'm thinking, and that's why I've built them close by. They could help each other. So that's the first two additions. That's not up and running yet, obviously. I've not put nothing in it. In the spring, we're going to do some grass cutting, and we will be filling that up. We'll get the silage, filling that up, and getting that all up and running and going. Now, if we just have a little walk up the road, we will do some farming at some point, or something related to farm work anyway. I have expanded our little town as it's grown. We've got a new wall in up here as well. I like this new wall. This is from the Scottish map. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Callingra? I don't know. Cocalina. So, we've got two new houses. Nothing exciting here. Just two new houses, fences. I'll tart them up as I go along, put some bits in the gardens and things. And round the back, we've somehow managed to acquire an old rundown farm. So that's there. We've got some generators to cover the cost of the houses being on the map, because I have to pay for all them, so these pay for the rent. I like this. This is part of the decorations pack for the Scottish map as well. It's called Calling. I still haven't really been there. I've had a little play on it for about 2 hours. That's it. But yeah, this little shell. I don't know. Does this open? I don't think it does. I'm sure. Oh, it does. Oh, wow. I thought this was just decoration. Okay, that's pretty cool. We can hide naughty tools in there. You'll never see them. Right. So I haven't done nothing with the sawmill yet. But we might buy that, sell it, and build a new one. But what we have got is we have extended the industrial area, the commerce area. So this is a bit of a multi-purpose warehouse sell point, buy point. If I pop the markers on, you can see from the front here, we can buy anything we need. Okay, from crops, veg, tools. So when we do our constructables, if I haven't got them in production, we can buy them here, pick them up and deliver them to wherever we got to go. Around the back, we have a repair point. We have a cell trigger here. I think we've got another cell trigger here for liquids. And we have another, I think this is a purchase point. So we can buy materials that we want to fill up with. And anything we buy will spawn there. So this is to help us get things done on the map. And also give us another, I know it's not far. It's like on top of everything else. But somewhere else where we can sell. So we've got competitive prices. So there's things going on. Dropped food decorations down. And what have you. And we just increased a little bit of the path and stuff around here. Just because I drive around it. There's even a track that comes down onto the track. So that's what's been going on up here. Now, over to the other side of the farm. I really start using the tabby jump about thing because it takes me forever to run about this map. I play on hard mode for myself. But here we've got the start of what's going to become our forestry epicenter. So we've got a nice big forestry machinery hall. Nice and tall. Should be able to fit some big things in here. It's also got a tool center so we can repair and do here, I think. Actually, what is that? What is this? Yeah, it's a workshop. so we can repair and do up here. I do tend to use the mobile workshop in my pocket, but we might start sort of being good and doing stuff with that. And then we have another one here, because I'm not quite sure how much machinery I'm going to need, because I don't really do a lot of forestry work. But this is a really nice shed. I've wanted to get this on for a while. I think this is an awesome shed. I think it's by ICAS. ICAS does make nice sheds. And then it's got dual doors on the front as well. So we should be able to get plenty of stuff in there, doing whatever it is we need to do. Now, because it is our lumber yards as well, we have got a mini sawmill. We'll probably use this for some things, but not everything, because I want to get a big sawmill as well. But this is, while we're just clearing our land, I think we can use this, and then maybe when we're doing other production stuff, we'll use the big site. So I don't think this has a lot of capacity or a quick output, but it'll help us. And just to do something different with these trees, I am getting bored of wood chipping. I cannot tell you how bored I am of wood chipping. 3 or 4 days. Maybe longer, I think, that I've been wood chipping now. And it's driving me absolutely insane. But I haven't brought any equipment to go in here yet. We might look into doing some of that today to just advance some of the tree work that I'm doing. And then over on our north farm, not going to be able to see it very well because of the snow. The snow has been prolific the whole time. But we are now... See if we can get this to come in. I've forgotten to update the ring of render as well, so I do apologise. Our field now comes all the way up and is down on here. So that's all ploughed in. Now, what I might do as well is, because we buy this plot of land, I can take it all the way up and over into this. You know, we keep the little island because I'm annoying and I like to do the little island. But just so it's fully shaped up with this whole plot, it's just going to be massive, I know. It's going to be ridiculous and hard to work. But I might do that. Whether I do that this year or whether we wait to expand this field a little bit later on. But yeah, that is a possibility of what's going to come. But that is absolutely huge. If I jump into the map, you can see that Field 7, our big field, is bigger than all of our other land combined. It's huge. Absolutely huge. And it's getting busy down here with things. Now, I think they've been a little bit neglected, so while we're up here, we will quickly water our greenhouses and our mushrooms. Now, I was thinking about putting the BGA up here, but then I thought I'm going to have to cart my silage all the way up here to then go all the way down to the other end and sell it and do it. So it'll be either putting down more clamps, and we've already got so many clamps, or like I say, just carton, constantly carton. And I do a lot of carton as it is. I need to move that silage fork as well. Probably use that for logging later on. Because these are still ticking over. These are still doing the business. I think that's done. Right, and we will go down to the open air gardens as well. Because they need topping up. And we need to get, finally, we need to get some seeds. And we need to get some fertilizer in that to keep that going, because that has been producing, or yeah, roughly about 30 grand a month that's been bringing in, which compared to wood chip sales is nothing, absolutely nothing. But it is definitely helpful when we're not wood chipping. Once this money has been spent and we've brought more land and we've brought machinery, we will once again be completely dependent on our passive incomes while we wait for things to grow. Oh, there's an Oxbow 6030 on sale. We'll check if that's one of the... Well, we need it because we need to do those vegetables. And we've got the money. We can start buying stuff like that again now. We can start getting ready to being good. Right, let's put some water in. It'll probably empty this tanker out. So, on sale. Oh, no. Yeah, we'll leave that. We don't want that yet. Ooh, we do need something. Not that one. I want a bigger one. We're going to need another harvester. I'm going to keep the Rostelmash for our small to medium fields, but we're going to need a big boy harvester with a lot of capacity for our big field. So we're going to look into that as well today. Not sure if it's time to get a big John Deere yet. So now that the open air garden has got full water, you see, there is still a lot in here, but it is on red, and we're going to get distracted. There's going to be a lot of things going on over the next few months, and I don't want this to stop happening. So we need to get 50,000 litres of seed and another 50,000 litres of fertiliser. And I think the easiest way is going to be to get all that up there in an efficient way is if we strap our trailer. So we've got animations and snow. Frame rate is going to be horrific. I can't wait for the snow to disappear. As fun as the tracks are, and as nice as it might look in the snow, it is killing the game. Yeah, I need to go and find my other trailer. It isn't parked behind me, is it? No. So it must still be in one of the silage shed, or in a crop shed. Yeah, so what we'll do, we will hook that up on the back, and we'll fill our fertiliser from our silo, and then reorder it, because that's 27,000 litres in there, I think. It is there, yeah. And then we can load it straight into there, and then I can deliver that. We'll do that twice, and that'll be the fertiliser, but we will need to go and purchase the seed. But again, just to save a little bit of time, I will load the seed into the trailer. Hook that up. Load the seed into the trailer, and deliver it that way. Rather than trying to pack, will they come in 2,000 litre pallets? No, I want 50,000. That's a lot, and that's a lot of pallets. But yeah, it's been fun just managing the farm. Like, it's, I was thinking this sort of stuff, and you guys have to let me know, this sort of stuff isn't always the entertaining stuff, right? A bit like last episode. Not necessarily the entertaining stuff, but it's what's going on the farm, and it's what needs doing. And this is the sort of not necessarily all this hacky way of doing it, but this is the sort of gameplay I like. I like doing the stuff. So this is only a 30, so we'll take 60,000 litres, I guess, is what we're going to take. So we'll buy... Actually, no, because I won't fill my trailer right up. Because if not, I'm going to have excess left in. And I'm not sure if we can dump into it. I think we just order in. We can't unload into these. But yeah, this Unimog has been fun. I moved all the equipment about with the Unimog. I just dragged it all around with this. It's just so good. It's a quality little truck. I think going forwards, if we ever get to do other series, every farm's going to have a Unimog. I might just keep moving this one about. This one will be our forever truck. And I'm not normally a truck guy. I'm not normally have trucks in my gameplay. It's not my thing. Are we not in the trigger yet? Where's the trigger? Oh, it was a bit further forward, wasn't it? If I remember rightly. Yeah, see? Comes to me eventually. So, we'll pop this in there. Keep... Oh, I can have a look. Again, a bit late, but wasn't there... Oh, didn't do anything. I thought that was going to put a cover over it. But it didn't. I don't know what that thing does then, if that doesn't put a cover over it. So we'll go back up. Oh, well, it's our land. We'll cut across. We can drive across our land if we want. We will stick to the tracks in between. Now, I thought we had to keep the oilseed radish in the ground through March. It's not. It's through February. I'm trying to get tongue-tied. And then we'll get our subsidy payout. Not that it really matters, but every penny counts, doesn't it? If we can get a few quid, then we'll get a few quid. Thank you very much. So, in March, early March, we're going to be doing a lot of subsoiling to get that all in the ground and help to boost the nutrients of our soil. All important stuff. So we'll take that. And then once that's emptied, I will have to buy some more. We do have a little bit of fertiliser up at the top shed, but I think we've got like one pallet down here. Although that costs us nearly 50 grand a pop. So we've spent, because I had to top it up a little bit for the first run, so 1.5 loads, we've spent like 100 grand now. Too many fill types. 1 in use. Unloading is not allowed. I don't know what that is. Existing fill type 1. No. It might be for the trigger behind because I was driving over it. So perhaps we could have filled it in. I'll experiment away. I wasn't sure if they were just order in or that you could dump in and do sort of thing. Anyway, I will get this unloaded in, then I'll head to the store, I'll order up all the seeds I need. I'll get at least one of them loaded up, and then I'll bring you guys back to drop off the other seeds. I just remembered, I shouldn't have to do that. I think my new warehouse thing over here will allow me to buy seed. I'm pretty sure it will. I think from here, any fillable materials we can purchase. Took a while to find it because there is so much stuff. But seeds, we can buy our seeds. Now this is probably going to be really expensive and take a while. So this cost us nearly 60,000. I don't think, let me worry about pennies. I don't think I'll need to buy 2 today though. I don't think we can fit 66,000 litres in there. I don't think that's that depleted of seed. So I think the 1 trailer of seed will be enough. Then I'll just have to remember to keep an eye on it in about a year's time when we need some more seed. It can be one of the new winter jobs as well, like maintaining that. If I try and do it every sort of January, February, then it's sort of being kept as part of a routine. And then there's something I don't know. Once again, in the comments, you guys have to let me know if that's the sort of job you want me to show that I'm doing. Because sometimes I feel like if not, there's a lot happening, especially in winter. A lot happening that you don't necessarily see, because I'm just trying to tick over and get by, but they are farm jobs. It's not ploughing and cultivating and seeding, but we're maintaining, we're growing, we're looking after things, expanding, and a lot of bloody wood chipping. Apologies for any noise you may hear in the background, as always. It is the weekend. Little people are about. Alright. There we go. So we'll dump our seed. And if we have a look inside, yeah, I think that'll be enough seed once that's in there. That'll keep that ticking over quite nicely. So that's all running. So grain dryer just needs some grains. Water's all sorted. We just need stuff to go in there. That's fine. Sawmill. So 14,000 litres of wood is all that'll take, which isn't a lot. And then we can produce some stuff. So we can produce some things to try and get ready to start building some constructibles. Our small cement factory didn't work out quite as well as I was hoping. Because I activated everything, we didn't really get much of anything. I think we got one cement bag came out. Nearly one bag of pallet bricks. Nearly one pallet roof plates. No lime. But we do have some stones that need to come out of where I've ploughed up already. So if I do buy the other bit of land and extend the field even further, give me more stones to do. Obviously water in our tomatoes and lettuce are going fine. See if I can put my trailer away. Probably not. I have got in touch with Lancey about the sheds and the snow coming through. He's going to look into it and get back to me. And he's got another little project that might be coming our way soon to have a look at. And I do have, and I need to get around to doing this. MS Modern was kind enough to send me a shed like a week or two ago, and I haven't got around to having a little look at it. So I'm going to try and do that at some point over the weekend as well. So hopefully you guys will get that soon. And now that I've got this nice big shed, I've become a little bit obsessed in between putting things away and look after them. But I shouldn't I? I should be looking after my machinery. Now I might need to get that out again later, but I'm obsessed with this. Love it. So, jumping back into the map, if we can go to our farmland. We brought that last time. I have had to purchase plot 25 because the wholesale, that's what it's called, the wholesale was, although these worked, but they were there when the save was up, and their place is like not mine. I don't own them, so they didn't need to be on land I owned to work. Because I placed the wholesale, made it mine, it didn't work without me owning the land, so I have had to purchase 25, but that's not a problem. So we have got a little bit more land. Now, see, if I'm just thinking I could bring that right out. And that would just be, I just think it'd be awesome. I really do. So I'm going to buy it. Because we need to buy the land anyway. That's the whole point of this series, is that we're buying up land. And I may as well, it makes sense to buy the one below it, although I said we would expand that way. We'll buy that as well. So we've got a little bit more forestry there. And that brings us down to 3.6, which sounds a lot. Forestry equipment is expensive. And so is a big harvester that I want. I'm just trying to look where this is, what I can do with this plot now. Whether I come in and take out trees and bring it up there. Make that longer. We'll have a look at the land. We may have to get the bulldozer in and adjust the terrain a little bit. Maybe dig it out, flatten it out. See how it goes. This has been cycling through. When we first started, this had spinach in it. So someone's been working. But over at our quote-unquote logging operation, moved in. We're getting closer. I've still been leaving these tall pines because when I hopefully get some, there's me. We'll just cut that one out. When we get our logging machinery, I'm going to need to practice on it, which we might do today. And these trees are going to be the ones I practice with. These little ones can just be handballed straight in. Managed to go quite deep, picking out the awkward big ones, as you can see. Then once we get down to about here, and then they come back again. And I've got all that in it. It just takes so long. These trees over here, they need going as well. I thought I was going to be a lot further in than this, but it just takes so long. And then when you come across like one of these really big trees, like one of these ones, it takes me forever just to to get through the trunk of the trunk of the tree sometimes. It takes a long time. But what I could do is cut the trunk off and then just go and take it to my sawmill and just start doing that. Just to start unloading it, because it's just so awkward to get it in there. But I haven't... Oh, that's not a bush. That's not a bush. We'll just... Yeah, actually we'll have to... In case I can't find the stump. Don't want to cause problems, because I want to put a tree... I'm obsessed with trees. I want to put a field here. So we don't want things under the ground that might upset it. So let's see what we can do. I told you this might be a little bit about the place. Let's see what we can do about this sawmill situation. So if with this one, let me buy it here for 150. Okay. So then, because it's a very basic model, and we're trying to make it look a little bit better. I mean, I'd like to change the dairy out, but it's quite essential to this part, and there's bits on it, and for my income to cover my houses, there's a mast on there. I've placed that within, so the land's all skew if that's set on top of the... Show you what I've done. You'd normally set that on the floor, but that sits on there. Just trying to blend things in so they're not everywhere. These are the little details I get into, and no one ever sees it. Oh, never mind. Right. It's obsessed with stuff. But we should be able to sell it, and we'll get half of our money back, which is fine. Oh, it didn't disappear. Why does it not disappear? That's annoying. So I've just wasted money. So it's just gone back to being in demolish mode. I can't get rid of it. That is annoying. Okay. So what we might have to do then... I guess it could be a competitive market for us. If we look to buy... If I can find it. I think it's down here somewhere. What's that one? It's potato processing. That's not what we want. This one. This is the Highlands Fishing Expansion Sawmill. It's a lot smaller, isn't it? Like, why is it so tiny? Like, it's smaller than a farmer's market. But it needs to be on land we own, so it's going to go here. If I just pop that down... Yeah, I was just thinking, do I want to pop it here? Or do I just stick it there where we're going to do our woodland work? But I want some sort of transit happening, I think. So yeah, I will pop it here. Plenty of space. Right. We'll tart it up a bit. So nice and simple. That'll do for now. But we can... What do we do? So we drop our logs off here. Trigger to process. I'm guessing this is our spawning point. Where does this do wood chip? I don't know. We'll find out. No, so it just produces, it doesn't give out wood chips as a... Oh, it does do wood chips. So perhaps we just have to find the fill point for that from somewhere. So the beams will give us wood chips. Not that we're going to be desperate for wood chips, but the obviously the dryer is going to be running on them, and eventually we're not going to be, you know, chipping loads of trees, I don't think. Unless I start to store wood chips as well. But yeah, we can produce some goods now. So we've got quite a bit on the old production front going on now. Obviously nothing's going on yet. 100, so this can hold 10 times more than our little sawmill. So that's why we got this one. This is for the big production. The other one's little production. And we can still have that as like a sell point, I guess, if we want to just sell some wood. I wonder where we do get our wood chips from then. Unless maybe we just drive up here and fill. We'll give it a practice at some point. Once there's up and running, we'll have a little look at it. Yeah. But yeah, I think this is nice. I mean, it doesn't look as good as it probably could because of the way I've placed it and built it. But I'm going to do more to try and address this area off screen in time. We just need to make sure we're getting things down. And I've just got more to interact with and to play with, to be honest. That's what we want to see. And speaking of things to play about with. Now again, I don't do a lot of this, so I don't know a lot about this. But I want to, I think I need to be, well, I know I need to be planting my trees that I want to place down. So I think I'm going to need one of these. What is the difference? Other than this being a mod. This is like the old one. From 22, isn't it? And that'll load the spare pallet on the back, I think. Does this one do the same? It just looks nicer, doesn't it? Stores one set, 1 meter, 5 meter, I think they are literally the same thing without the frame and the wheels. So I think I'll probably uninstall that and we'll just go with the base game one. I just wanted to have a look and a check to see what was going on. So we will buy this. And I get no doubt it is not the time to be planting trees, but we need to. So again, I have to be careful there because I'm not always certain about the compatibility of things. That'll be a lot of trees. Now I'm thinking, I don't want American elm. I know what I want. If I go the other way, I think we'll get there quicker. Log pole pine. That's what I want. Okay, so there's 120 of them. And I'm going to buy 2. I lied, I brought 3. Now, I don't know if they're still going to fit on the back of that. Hopefully they will, or they'll just sort of morph onto it. So, I'm going to stick this on the back of the... I want to say the back of the Unimog, just because I want to keep using it. But if I put this on the back of the Unimog, I can then put these on the back of the Unimog as well. And it'll have everything loaded up. So, I'm going to go get that again. Like I said, I am absolutely loving the Unimog, and I will find any excuse possible to use it, I think. This might just be... might be doing all the farm work eventually as well. The Unimog farm. Idea for a series. Right. You see, I've dropped a few cars and stuff down as well, just to... I don't know. It doesn't really add life, but just to add a little bit of life to the area. I hope, anyway. So, if you go on there, my friend... Ching ching. Now, can we... Oh, it will. It will take it. Excellent. Now, will these... I'll just get my super strength out. Fit on here. Together. If they do, that would be simply lovely. Oh. In the words of Max Verstappen. Right. Strap them down. Ching ching. Oh. Oh. So excited. Right. Let's get this down to my area. Look at us fly. We can get about anywhere. Anyways. Ooh, tree. So. If I... Is there a... Is there not a way that we can change the distance that these are planted? Or do we have to turn it on for that to come out? Or to come up? That's on. Oh, so let's... Well, I think they're going to be set at 1 metre apart. By default, aren't they? That might be alright for these. What I do need... So I want to try and run up the middle. Again, do it by eye. I know some people say you should use other things, but we'll do it by eye, because that's how I like to do things. So that's down, that is in. Oh, I thought it was going to crash. Leave me hanging like that. Right. How far apart are they growing? See this? I don't know, actually. That's not too bad, is it? It's going to be, hopefully, it's going to grow into a big tree. I think I've shown you the logpole pines. Most of you will know what logpole pine look like in this game. But I'll try and show logpole pines at some point. Now, I haven't a clue, because I never do this. I haven't a clue how long it's going to take for these trees to grow. If you know how long it takes for trees to grow, specifically these trees to grow, let me know down in the comments, because I would like to know. How long am I going to be waiting for in-game? A couple of years? A couple of in-game years? Because I would have thought, since they're a tree that is used for this purpose, just to constantly grow quick and put into production, I would have thought that they would grow relatively quick in game as well. It is now 10 o'clock, February 2, and we are 350 trees deep into planting this forest. It's gone quite well. I've tried to keep as straight as I can. Obviously they don't match up because I'm starting at different points. But I'm about halfway through filling this plot, maybe a little bit more. So when we run out, I head back and I'll get another 3 pallets. But that's not been too bad. Again, the Unimog, absolute beast, just running it, absolutely running it. Leonard Skinner has been keeping me company on this one. It just seemed appropriate that I was just driving up and down here listening to the simple man. But there we go, we are all out of trees here. But we're going to head up, I'll buy some more pallets. But while we're there, we're also going to try and figure out what I want for sort of forestry equipment to help and have a little practice over on there. We might cut 1 or 2 down, I'm not sure. I think this is getting a long episode with not a lot in it. But that's how things are at the moment. Getting stuff done. Oh, tree. Better cut that down. But yeah, I'm not quite sure what I really want, because I don't know enough about the forestry equipment. I just do not have the time to boot up a different save and just go off and practice. Like there would be no episode that week, because the time I'd have to practice is the time I have to record. So that's why we do things on the fly, and that's why things go wrong, because we are learning. And I have never ever been good at forestry. I tried a forestry series on 22, and that lasted about 10 episodes before I absolutely lost my patience with it, just because I can't do it. But we're going to give it another crack. So first off, I want my... What did we buy him in? I brought me in 120s, didn't I? I'll do the same again. Eventually I'll have a much larger storage of them. I don't know, I might plant multiple forests. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Now, I was thinking, go with a harvester. And we might get one of them eventually. But we can get an excavator. We go for a larger excavator, or even the JCB one. I think it's recently turned up. I'm not sure. What's the power of it? It's not as powerful. But I don't think, because it's just on log poles, I don't think it'll need to be. If we check the combinations that fit with it, oh, it just does the digger in. That's no good to us. I thought we could clip a... We might be able to clip a universal on it. I'm not sure. Again, that's something I'll have to go out and test. Whereas if we click on the Volvo, lots to go with it. Lots of stuff. And if I remember rightly, these ones, this one in particular, is good for picking up. I think. So you can get it. It comes with a grapple or with a harvest header. But we can buy one. I mean, it doesn't make much difference, does it? Because you buy it and we can customize it anyway. So we can buy the grapple to go on it. We can buy the header that goes with it. Beacon, I'm not worried about that. Safety beacon, probably. Yeah, because we can customize it in the workshop and be all good. Actually, I'm going to go with tinted because it gets a little bit bright. Now, it has a travel speed of 6 miles an hour, so this really needs to go on the back of a trailer to be transported. Okay, so, and we are going to buy this outright. By the way, we've only got 7 grand left of our loan to pay back. Our $500,000 loan, nearly done. Okay, so that is available. We've now got this. I've got to figure out how to work it. Once we are on our site and doing our logs, I might get one of these because I'm going to try and be tidy with it and bunch them up as I cut them. Whether that works, I don't know, but we might try and get one of these. I'm not going to get it now, but I think that could be coming because you can supposedly pick up a lot with that. Although, again, in the past when I've tried to use one of these big grapples, I only ever managed to pick up 1 or 2 logs. But you're supposed to get quite a lot in there. There are the Fleagle with a trailer hitch. Now, this is a 12 metre. So we can cut 12 metre logs because we've got some quite long trees. Is there a shorter one? There isn't. 12 metres, yeah. And these have auto load. How that works, once again, haven't a clue. If I put a hitch on the back, I don't think I need a hitch. Again, we can customise that later on. Just, oh dear, I'm getting nervous now. I was excited and now I'm nervous. We'll buy that. That'll go on the Volvo, he says. So, outright, that's another purchase. There's another 40 grand. And then, I want to get a winch. Now, this can pull 6 tons of wood. This one, 8 tons. That one's 5 tons. That one's up to 12 tons. That's quite a powerful thing, that. Now, I don't know anything about this stuff. Because I didn't bother with the forestry map when this all came in. I don't even know how any of this worked. But I don't think I'll need it for my setup. But I think a nice powerful motor. How does that fit? Does that fit? What does it? Because I thought that was going to go on a 3-point, but I'm now looking at that and I'm thinking that doesn't. Does that fit a 3-point? I think that fits on a grapple, doesn't it? So that's fine. So I think I'm going to have to go with this one because this is the more powerful. And I know that's going to go on a 3-point. Again, let me know if the other one would have gone on and I might change it up. So we'll buy this. And then for stump grinders, rather than trying to use my saw all the time. My chainsaw, because I tend to cut it out with the chainsaw. Once again, once we've got the proper operation going, either one of them or the Lizard T-Rex, because I can just run that up in a row, plus I can get that to cultivate the strip, so it'll be easier for me to plant next time. Probably should have done that anyway. And I can use this and get this out there to ease up some of my tree removal when I don't want to do something with it. What's the Magnum? They're just bigger tracks. Standard Magnum. Forestry cage, yes. Oh, we can change the colour as well to ours. Doesn't look too good though, does it? All in. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's not very safe, not very visible. But I am going to buy one of these as well. Because we want to have some fun with some stuff. So, let's have a look at what we've brought. We've got the lizard. Got my winch. Got a log trailer. We've got our harvester. Got our pallets. I'm going to go off. I'm going to practice with this. It's not no point in me trying to do this recorded, trying to learn that. That would be absolutely disastrous. So I want to try and figure out how to get that and make sure I've got the controls set up for it. But that might make clearing a little bit better. If I get good at it, I might turn OBS on, capture it, and have it as a little intro for the next episode. But I'm going to get back to planting, get my trees in there, and then I'm going to try and get rid of some more trees, obviously with the harvester, and see how this works and all that stuff. I've got 2.5 days to get good before March comes around, and then once March comes around, we've got to get back to the farm. We've got to turn in all the oilseed radish, get ready to plant the massive field. That's going to be, I think I said sorghum, but I think I might go with canola. We'll see. We'll see what's coming around. And yeah, and decide on what veggies are going in our veggie field as well. So there's a lot to do. A bit of, like I say, a bit of a different episode. I didn't really have a plan for it. I just want to show you what was going on, because I don't like doing everything off screen and just coming back with loads of stuff happening. This is what I'll be doing for the next few days. Hopefully you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, give a big fat thumbs up down below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn the bell notification on, find out when new videos are going live. As always, comments and feedback down there. Massive thank you to the channel members. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you want to support the channel yourselves, you can hit the join button. Channel membership starts from 99p. Channel members get early access to all the content we put out, be it a few hours, a few days, a week, a month, sometimes longer. Ultimately, you guys have a wonderful day. Hopefully, I'll get 1 or 2 more episodes out before Crimbo. I am going to take a week off of releasing content over Christmas. So don't think I've abandoned you if you don't see no uploads from me for a little while. I will try and get a few more out before then. You guys have a wonderful day, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.